Got a stalk of sprouts the other day from the market. This is how they grow before shops bag them up and send them out in time for Christmas. I wanted to use both the sprouts and the sprout tops in a dish that really didn't have anything to do with Christmas, so I picked off a few and started slicing them while thinking about where to go next. I cut them like this to give me a couple of options. I could either go raw or quickly cook with this preparation. As I was cutting them up and saw a big pile forming, I thought about how pork is often bulked out with cabbage cut in a similar way for dumplings. I got most of the sprouts into a bowl, added a couple of big sausages I had in the fridge, some fire spice to take things in a Chinese direction, then salt to season. I also added corn flour to bind the mix a bit as I was anticipating water coming out of the sprouts, which I knew the starch would absorb and keep the filling from drying out. I set the mix aside while I had to think about how to build the dish out from here. I got some rice washed, then on to cook, so I knew whatever I made with my dumpling inspired mix would need some more starch. The rice meant that I didn't necessarily have to make the filling into dumplings. I got it rolled into balls with moistened hands to stop them from getting too sticky, as I thought little flavoursome sausage balls on steamed rice might be a really nice thing on which to build. I got a pan over a medium heat, tipped in some vegetable oil, a little sesame oil, and got the balls frying. At this point I realised I needed a sauce of some kind. I thought it would also be nice if the meatballs could be glazed with this sauce. To a container I added soy sauce as a flavour foundation, rice wine to lift things up a bit, black vinegar to cut through the pork fat, plenty of sugar for a teriyaki-like sweetness, and corn flour to help thicken the glaze. Once the balls were golden, I tipped in the glaze and rolled them around until the glaze was sticky and coated them well. I now needed to find a way to use my sprout tops. I thought treating them a bit like pak choi might be cool. I sliced up a load of ginger and got it frying in a pan with oil and a little butter. Once everything was smelling pretty fragrant, I added the sprout tops, leftover minced sprouts from earlier, splashed in a little rice wine and seasoned with salt. I covered with a lid that didn't quite fit but did the job, then allowed the greens to steam a little until tender. Once the rice was ready, I got it into a bowl, topped with meatballs, drizzled over the glaze before lowering on the steamed ginger sprouts. Everything came together in a really nice, completely unfestive way.